I have 4 general tiers that I think the Eastern Conference teams will be in. The true contenders, fringe contenders, question mark teams, or in quotes teams, and then the bottom feeders. So let's go with the bottom feeders. All right, all these teams have really good players on their teams. They have pretty much all of them have a potential all-star, but I don't think they're going to do anything. Maybe the Raptors, I think, could squeeze their way up a tier, but Scotty Barnes has to be way better, or Brandon Ingram has to be way better. That kind of thing. So next tier 3. This is a group for injured, old, washed, or all of the above. Basically, this team needs some sort of time travel or magical healing miracle in order for their team to be truly contenders. Sixers, if Embiid just becomes 2023 Embiid, they could be a contender. But that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So these guys are there'll be one of these 3 teams I think will be in the conference finals. I can't tell you which one. I think it's going to be this one right though. The Pistons. Cade will be great. He's not going to get MVP votes this year, but Pistons as a team as the 3rd seed, that's kind of wishful thinking, but Cade, I think, will do some crazy, crazy stuff as long as he doesn't get injured. I'm not saying best of all time. He's not going to be Steph or Magic, but the next tier, CP3, Nash, Kidd, Harden, and Shea, yeah, I think Cade could be just as good as those guys. That's a hot take. At worst, the worst of his career is he's better than Kyrie Irving. Saying it now. Hawks made a lot of great trades. Jalen Johnson, it all depends. Is Jalen Johnson really the real deal? Trey is really good. He's proved he's like that Gilbert Arenas tier guy, who Darren Williams tier guy, who can just, he'll take your team to the playoffs and you lose in the first round. With help, can he be more? Now, the only 2 true contenders, and honestly, I don't even have 2 true contenders. Cavs aren't true contenders. They haven't made a freaking conference finals. They're the Clippers of the 2010 Lob City era. They can't get past the second round, man. Do that, and then I'll call you a finals contender. You know what I mean? I don't care how many times injuries delay you. Yeah, all teams have to deal with injuries. Get over it. Knicks are the only real contenders, I think. They're going to make the conference finals this year. I'm calling that now. Brunson is a dog. Towns is the best second option in the league. Yeah, he's better than LeBron. He's better than who's the second option in Dallas? Kyrie, whatever. They're both hurt all the time. Who cares? Yeah, with Pacers and Celtics out, this is the Knicks' only chance, in my opinion. So I just finished watching Magic vs. Bulls, and yeah, I was shocked. Bulls looked great. Magic looked trash. So let's get right into the details. The main reason the team lost, check it out right here, right in the three-pointers. 12.5%, 3 out of 24 three-pointers. That is just terrible. Bulls weren't much better, 10 out of 27. They were virtually bad. That's not terrible, but it's not great either. And the fact that they were still so much better than the Magic just sums up why they won the game. So for the Bulls, player of the game was easily Josh Giddey. He had a great performance, 21 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 8 rebounds. Really good percentages, 2 for 5 from deep. Giddey looked amazing out there. And outside of his good play, I just need to comment on his hair is insane to me. It's like a broomstick. It is just virtually swooshed back. He's like a Flash character, running with the Speed Force, where his hair is just got so much wind pressure pushing him back. I don't know. But outside of that, it shows that on the Thunder, depending on what team you're on, it decides how good you can be, really. Because on the Thunder, he could never put up a game like this on the Thunder. If he did, I bet it would be a game where Shea is hurt, or Chet is hurt, or blah 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 is hurt, or they lose the game. some players, you need the opportunity, the chance, and he wasn't getting it on the Thunder, so that's why that trade, Giddey for Caruso, and I'm sure there was other pieces involved. I don't remember the exact details, but it's a great trade because of that. Giddey does have that star potential. He's not just restricted to role player status, and Caruso, not to insult him, but he's a role player. He's one of the best role players ever. Honestly, he's on my short list of by top 15 role players of all time. I don't know. Maybe that's pushing it, but yeah, Giddey needed this opportunity that the Bulls are giving him, and Caruso didn't, which is why that trade is a great trade. Vucevic had a good game. Really good percentages: 5 for 7 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line, hit a three. Trey Jones showed up, his older brother. That was really fun to watch. Their bench, though, Bulls, Patrick Williams and Jalen Smith both had better games than I've ever seen them perform ever. Paolo, oh man, I really wanted Paolo in my fantasy league this year. I was going to draft. I picked Zion with my third round pick, and I was thinking Paolo would be around for my fourth pick, and yeah, that was just stupid. I'm dumb. I don't know if this is a bad pick. But Zion's looking good. But Paolo is he's streaky. He's not consistently great. He doesn't have that injury tag that Zion has. But one game he's great. One game he's just average. Franz had the better game, but he still played good. I mean, they both got their numbers. Wendell Carter Jr., Desmond Bane. Anthony Black had a really good game. If anyone had a great game for the Magic, it was Anthony Black by far. 6 for 9 from the field, 1 for 3 from deep, 19 points. Black looked good. The rest of the guys were there. Tyus showed up by his little brother. That was funny. Tristan Da Silva played really good off the bench. I think it's his second year. Yeah, he was really fun to watch. Yeah, I remember him being really good with Colorado a few years ago in March Madness. That was nice. But Magic, just turnovers, terrible 3-point shooting. Yeah, they're sloppy and they're young, and they're kind of what I would say the Houston Rockets are right now in the West. They need their Kevin Durant, I guess, to say. I mean, but we don't even know if that project's going to work out. But right now they got 3 young to prime players in Bane, Franz, and Banchero, but they're not a contender yet.